Very much, Mr. Chairman. Welcome, Assistant Secretaries. We're glad to have you here to discuss this important subject, and welcome to both of you, ambassadors. And I want to thank you personally for spending the time, both of you and other officials from your countries, about discussing these important issues. The ambassador from Finland and I were early to the party, having met on this long before the invasion occurred, but with obvious view towards this day might come. With that, let me say also that the chairman and I have discussed this matter at length between ourselves, and there is no daylight between us as to our view of this matter either. About 4 months ago, Russia's invasion of Ukraine sent a seismic shock to the transatlantic community, and it made it abundantly clear that the assumptions many had made about security in the 21st century were false, or at least misperceived, and forced us to reconsider how we will restore peace and preserve it. Our immediate response has been strong, but there's no doubt NATO needs serious updates and reforms if we hope to face these emerging challenges over the long term. And it is going to be a long term, obviously. One of these proposed changes is the enlargement of our alliance to include Finland and Sweden. In this hearing today, I look forward to a deep and thorough discussion of Finland and Sweden's potential accession to NATO. Any country that meets the requirements like Sweden and Finland should be able to join if they want. Sweden and Finland both have strong democracies and capable militaries that will contribute immediately to NATO. Through their participation in multiple joint combat operations, they have both proven their willingness and their ability to fight alongside NATO allies. And through multiple NATO partnerships programs, they have proven their commitment to NATO's goals and developed highly interoperable NATO standard forces. So let us also be clear, Sweden and Finland in particular have been guarding NATO's high north for decades. They have been doing the mission of NATO from the outside. This has been an asset to NATO and transatlantic security. It's fair that they be allowed to finally sit at the table with everyone else. With this hearing, the Senate will take its first official step in considering this next wave of NATO enlargement. Throughout this entire process, we must remember to take the utmost care as we examine the details and implications of this decision. In my mind, both countries have fully demonstrated their worthiness to join NATO and the value they each will bring to it. But we cannot leave any room for doubt about their place and commitment in our alliance. I also want to reiterate my expectation that once the North Atlantic Council agrees and sends out the accession protocols, that the Biden administration will swiftly prepare the final reports and submit everything to the Senate quickly so we can begin our consideration. In closing, let me say, addressing the issue that the chairman also raised regarding Turkey's remarks about not being in favor of accession at this time. We're told and assured by both Sweden and Finland that they have been in good faith involved with Turkey in discussions to resolve that. I think that's best left to them between they and Turkey without us at this point in time. But let there be no mistake, this must be done. This is so important. It must be done. So with that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator.